Good morning, my friends. Welcome to another episode of Frustrated to Freedom. I'm Bill Morrow, and I am talking to you and guiding you through what I have done in my life. So getting from frustrated to freedom is exactly what we're going to do. Now, today's episode is number 9, and the topic is the meaning of life. Whoa! Don't all run away. Come back, come back. I tell you, it's straightforward, it's simple, and this is my take on my experience and everything else about it. Yes, the meaning of life and your why. I'll explain that as we go along. But this is it. We have got to the situation now where we're going deeper and deeper into how we're thinking about things and how we're doing things. So this is the process that you are going through, that we all go through. And what we get from it is the way that we develop our attitude to others and ourselves. And the whole thing about it is what we learn and what we pass on. So the whole point about everything is the learning process. Remember, right from the very start, you had your parents teaching you. You objected many times and squealed, but that was the learning process. You went to school, you had problems and so forth, you had to solve them. Learning, learning, learning. You then start your working life, and going through your working life, yes, you had many problems, but these were the ones that were ups and downs, and you had to solve those problems. And that, again, was all part of your mental attitude, the learning process that came about in your mind from doing things and the learning that you took. Now, all the time, the basics right from the caveman, I keep going back to these cavemen, your ancestors, and they had to learn to survive. Our life, you could say, yes, we're still surviving, of course you are. But you're surviving in a different situation, a more pleasant situation, a more friendly situation, most of the time. You have conflicts and everything else going along, and this is a situation where people are not learning. They're trying to force their opinion, force their thoughts, and force their actions on others who do not want to accept. But the basis, as far as I'm concerned, and as far as I have understood all the way through my life, is you're learning from example, you're learning from the problems, you're learning from the problems and faults of others, and all the time learning. And the process of all these giants back in history, all those people who learned, Galileo and all the others, they learned and they passed on their information to the benefit of others. And thinking of all these things and how the process has worked over these years, everyone would be thinking the same thing. How can I and how can I get? Now, the whole process is, again, it's always a case of friendship comes into all of these things. But the big thing about it is the meaning of life, as far as I am concerned, and I have learned, is that we learn in all the processes going around, and in the end we pass on that information. So that is in fact what it is. You learn and then you pass on that information to others. And this is what, as I say, all those people have done before you. Now, going back to the next little quote is your why. Now, it sounds a bit strange, but think about that. Why are you here? Why are you doing what you're doing? And why do you want to progress? Why do you want to achieve? And then we'll get to a how, but the why is the first question, the first part of it. So we know now what the meaning of life is. To me, you may have a different meaning, but to me, the meaning of life is knowledge. Gaining knowledge, getting knowledge, acquiring knowledge, and then passing it on to others. And this is what I am doing to you, my friends. Oh, a friend, by the way, or a stranger. Now, another Irish quote, a stranger is simply a friend you had not met. Bear that in mind. There you are. So, as we go on, the whole process of learning and telling others, passing your information, could be through teaching, could be through example, everything else that. Now, the why is, when you come down to the basics, why, what do you want? Why are you here? Why are you progressing? And what are you doing? But the why is, in my case, my why is to learn as much as I can and pass it on to others. And I've been doing this most of my life now, helping others. I help others to solve problems, and that, again, my friend, is why I'm talking to you now, is to help you solve the problem of getting from frustration to freedom. And that is the big thing. So now you know why you are here. In my case, I can only talk from my situation, my case. I am here, and my why is to learn from others, mistakes and all. And remember, mistakes are something we can correct and something we can benefit from, and we can benefit from the mistakes of others as well. And we go on, and then we pass on that information to other people. So the process, as you can imagine it, gets greater as we go along. So this is evolution as well. We were talking about revolution and evolution. The positive side is the evolution as we go forward. So all we got to do is to learn, appreciate what we got. Yes, we appreciate what we got, and we go on learning all the time. So all it is, my friends, is the progress is getting from your frustration to your freedom. And this is how we do it. We think positive. Positive. First of all, you have your problems, which we now indicate that thought is what we want to do. Thought, dreams, or whatever. And we go from that to the next stage, which is your plan of action. Your plan, and then the action you're going to take. Take care, my friends. See you in the next episode.